So it truly is the final countdown right now. Oh my god, 2 more teams to go, which means we're roughly 2 hours away from the Premier League starting, because that's the way I want it to work out. Hey guys, it's a Tippler3848 here, and today, are you right mates, we're doing the Brummy accents again, because it was Bromwich Albion. I think it went a little Jamaican at the end there. Where's Bromwich Albion, man? But we have got your starting 11 right here. We got Ben Foster, your mainstay in goal. Bought him from Man United. He's done really well for you. Obviously, he's not too bad at signing. He's just solid. He's never going to be sort of flash or fancy. He's just solid, just solid. I say that a lot, but there are a lot of solid players out there. And solid players are as good as skillful players. You've got a back four of Pocanuli, Lescott, Olsen, I've put him in, and Gamboa, because I just like the mix of that. I'm not the biggest fan of Giant Scarhead Mr. Lescott, but I really like Jonas Olsen. I see he didn't play all that much last season, which is a bit of a surprise to me, but I think having those 4 at the back is going to stand you guys in really good stead, so maybe consider it, maybe? We got Morrison and Fletcher as your holding midfielders. I was looking at Darren Fletcher and I was actually a little surprised at how often he did play last season. I mean, it's absolutely destroying for the guy. I mean, I don't like Manchester United, but I would never wish anything like he had on anyone. That weird bowel thing that he had going on. Poor guy. I really hope it's all behind him. I hope he can really get his career back on track, because he's not got long left. He's 30 years old. So best of luck with West Brom. I really hope it works out for him. Morrison, you know what you're going to get from him. He's a try-hard. He is going to do all the kind of ugly work that everyone says, but I don't think it's ugly work, because a perfect sliding tackle can be as good as like a 4-yard volley. 4-yard? Let's say 24-yard volley that I was going for. So a 24-yard volley, a perfect slide tackle can look as good as that to me. But a lot of people don't obviously realise that defending is still a skill. But moving on, I have put Mr. McManaman out there. Obviously, he came with a big media following. He played really well in the Wigan run to the FA Cup. I don't remember seeing much of him last season, which is a bit of a shame, because he's young, he's got talent. So put him in. Let him show what he can do. Who knows, we might have a future international on our hands there. Sessegnon, Cam, really you got to play him because he's just a fantastic player. Came over from Sunderland obviously a couple of years ago now. My girlfriend does like Sessegnon, mostly because he's always in her Final Fantasy, her fantasy football team, and he always does really well for her, always gets her a ton of points, so that's why I can't leave him out just for that. One of your new signings, James Mcclean. He is a decent player. Again, he's a bit of a Milner. He's not... actually, he's got some skills on him. I'm not going to obviously tread him down too much. He's a Republic of Ireland international. He's 25 years old at this point in time. He's a good player. I'm not sure if you're going to play him all that much, because, I don't know, he seems to have problems around him, because he really came to the forefront a couple of years ago, and then it all kind of died down, as it does seem to, so maybe it was more of a media following, whereas the football wasn't there to kind of back it up, or what, I don't know. You've gone and signed him anyway, so kudos to you guys. I reckon he's going to work really well, and especially with this guy up front, Ricky Lambert. He's going to be so fed up from sitting on the bench for a year that he is going to come out fighting, he's going to come out flying. Not that fast because he's not the paciest, but he's good in the air. Showed what he could do at Southampton. Brendan Rodgers just let him waste away for a year. I don't know why he did that. I can see why Lambert went to Liverpool, because at the time it looked like he was going to be in the starting 11, and it's his sort of boyhood hero club. So I can see why he went, but Brendan Rodgers abused that completely and ruined him for a season. But hopefully he's back. He's had a good pre-season with you guys. On to your substitutes. We've got Boaz Myhill, Gareth McCauley, Jakob, Craig Gardner, who I really like as a player. He, again, is not flashy or anything. He just gets the job done. And we've got on the bench, continuing, Chris Brunt, Anichebe, and Brown Idai. I've put Berahino down here just because his attitude stinks, so he deserves to be in the reserves. And I'm kind of expecting a late ridiculous bid from sort of Tottenham or something, because they're getting really desperate now and there aren't a lot of strikers out there. But I think Brown Idai might be a better player at this point in time just because he's got his head in the game. So that is my opinion. What is your opinion, West Brom fans? I'm guessing if Berahino is there, he will be playing because he is a fantastic talent. And that leads me on to my upgrades quite nicely, I believe. So your upgrades, West Brom. Obviously Berahino has to get one, as much as I dislike his attitude. He had a great season last season, 45 appearances, 20 goals and 6 assists is absolutely nothing to be sniffed at for a young player. I've actually put him up by 3 overall because I just think he's that good. Again, FUT players are not going to like that because that takes him out of being a silver and into a gold, but hey ho, this is for career mode anyway. If you want to FUT, you can FUT off. But we've got James Morrison as well. Like I say, he does all the ugly work really well. His stats that I put up here don't really show what he's truly best at. He's best at cutting out passes, getting the move going, and then obviously the creative players take over and score the goals and assist the goals as well. But 37 appearances, he did manage to chip in with 4 goals and an assist, so that's not bad for a player who's most on duty to sort of stop the opposition from scoring rather than anything else. So I have also got here your downgrades. Brown Idai, he looked good, don't get me wrong, towards the end of the season, but with 31 appearances, 7 goals and 2 assists, it's just not good enough for a Premier League team right now. So I have put him down. Well, I've not put him down, I've downgraded him. Oh, that sounded violent. But we've also got Darren Fletcher, 74 rated. Well, he is now. He was 75 rated. For me, he's a silver player in FUT, but obviously it's a career mode. 27 appearances, quite a lot for a guy coming back from injury. 1 goal, 1 assist. Again, not necessarily his game, but I think he can do better. He knows he's a better player. I know he's a better player. Hopefully with his bowel issues behind him, he is going to show us that player again. Finally, we have your transfers. And you seem to be going for wingers / attackers, which I can kind of see why, but the 3 that I've seen linked is Antonio from Nottingham Forest, Serge Gnabry from Arsenal, I'm assuming that would be a loan, and Ramos from Dortmund. That really shocked me when I found out you were possibly looking at him. I can see why you are. He's a different sort of player to Ricky Lambert, and I'm guessing he is a failsafe if Berahino goes for big money. Will Dortmund sell him? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think Arsenal will sell Gnabry, but I think they would allow him to go on loan to a Premier League team, which is fair enough. And Antonio is really, really good as well. So you've got yourselves 3 really, really good attackers that you're looking at there. But that's going to be me done for West Brom. That is the penultimate episode of BPL A to Z. I can't believe I'm nearly there, to be honest. I didn't think I'd make it. But go and watch my 5 Nights at Freddy's video. We're trying to get to 500 subs. I'm doing everything I can. I'm working hard behind the scenes. And help me get there. And you might win yourself a free snowball with a pop filter. Woohoo! So go and have a look at that. Look at the rules. Basically, you just got to comment, like, and sub to my channel. So go ahead and get that done, spread the word, and hopefully I will see you at 500 subs soon. Maybe you'll get the snowball. But for now, this is the Tippler 3848 and I am out of here.